Yo, what is going on, my husbandos and waifus? My name is HERMSAUR and welcome to another review for you guys. Today we're going to review Black Clover episode number 45. This episode is a continuing fight between Veto and the rest of the Midnight Sun, like his lackeys, versus the Black Bulls. More so, we see the aftermath of Luck and Magna with their ultimate attack versus Veto. Now there's something about that just bothered me just a little bit, considering that it was somewhat of their ultimate attack, a combined strength of magic. And it didn't even scrap Veto. But when Asta went in, he was able to scratch Veto with his sword. Of course, it's anti-magic, so he was able to cut through it. But still, at least a little bit of damage. It had to be. It's Magna and Luck. And Luck is freaking powerful, my guy. Like, nothing transpired from that attack, and the fact that Magna and Luck fell, I mean, it was very admirable. We got to see a side of them working together, and I do really like that combination a lot. It was still like very disappointing to see like nothing ever happened, and this is me coming from like, I remember reading it, I'm just like, that really? What? Why? So re-seeing that again, I'm just like, I knew nothing was gonna happen, but it was still like, still sad, man. There's not much that we could talk about in this episode because it was just constant action, constant movement, constant fighting, which is the reason why I really like this arc, by the way. For example, we get to see, I forgot what the Vine guy, one of the Midnight Sun that was fighting Gauche, Charmy, and Gray, and we'll talk about Gray in a minute, but like that fight in itself was very, very funny, though I kind of felt like it was done super quickly, in my opinion. Though I really like the fact that Charmy, she has her flaws. Charmy definitely has her flaws, but she is overpowered, my guy. Her magic is tremendous. With her, I don't know what are they sheep? It's like sheep magic, and the sheep are freaking powerful. Like, she's able to have these sheep to do certain things. Sheep to fight, sheep to cook, sheep to clean, whatever it may be. Her magic is tremendous. And of course, Gauche himself, he's actually really strong too, though he was fighting someone who could actually just take him down, like the chain guy. First, he took on the chain guy with Gray. The only reason why he was able to defeat him was because Gray showed up and transformed as him. And it's funny to see Gray when she transforms and uses the same voice as, like, for example, Gauche. It just sounds so weird to when Gray transforms into Gauche. It's weird to hear Gauche sound a certain way, because Gauche has this very, like, Gauche just sounds like very mean, I guess. And when Gray transforms into Gauche using Gauche's voice, he sounds more like scared. So it was definitely a change of tone in terms of hearing the transformed Gauche, but it was really cool to actually see Gray put in some action. We rarely see Gray do anything besides transform, but of course that's Gray's power, so that's how it is. And from that fight, we see how Asta was able to change Gauche and himself, how he can work as a team with other people. Him working with Gray and even complimenting Gray about transforming something was actually very, like, nice. He got that from Asta. The reason why he was able to fight calmly against the Vine guy was because he was thinking calmly of, how will I be able to use Gray to fight with me so we can defeat this guy. And it was actually cool. I never knew that Gray was able to transform things. I completely forgot about that. Transformed a piece of rock into meat to be able to wake up Charmy, and Charmy was, of course, more powerful. I honestly wonder how powerful Charmy really is, because it seems like every fight that Charmy has gotten into, except when she fell asleep, she's been able to just one-hit KO everything in her path. It's ridiculous. So I'm very curious about Charmy's attack power and her magic. We know what her magic is, but I'm just curious about how powerful she is. Now, in terms of Gray, this was our first time seeing Gray in her real form. Whenever we saw Gray in pictures, it was this big, really big guy blowing out smoke from his mouth. So seeing Gray, is she waifu? I mean, she's cute. I think her shyness makes her really cute. And she's 24. So, but regardless of that, it was our first time seeing Gray transform to her real form because she ran out of magic. And of course, it jumps right back into the fight of Asta and Kaito versus Veto. And of course, Veto completely destroying Asta and Kaito. And we finally get to see more teamwork, because we see right at the end, Noelle and what's her name comes in, and they're there to fight. And I'm very excited to see that fight, but I'm more so excited. There's a part in this arc that's coming. I'm really wondering, I think legit the first season of Black Clover is probably going to end in this arc. It seems like it. At least that's how I feel. Because this arc is actually going really, really long, considering where it's at in the chapter of the manga and where we are at right now. Of course, it's moving a lot slower than My Hero Academia, and considering My Hero Academia is like close in terms of the number of episodes, but also it's further deep. Like, I think My Hero Academia is like episode 50, I think we're 55, right? Or 56, and that's chapter 109. I think we're like in the 60s in the manga. I'm not too sure. I don't know, but I know it's like pretty far from like hundreds. So I don't know if that honestly is hurting the Black Clover series. Should they have done 54 episodes of the first season? I honestly don't know. I feel like it would have been better for 12, but I can see why they did 54, because I think over time Black Clover got a better following as the season progressed, as the anime progressed. So maybe 54 episodes is actually a lot better for it. I mean, we still got like 10 more episodes before the season's done, and same thing with My Hero, so we'll see. But anyways, guys, that is my review for Black Clover episode number 45. A lot to take in, a really, really cool chapter. I mean, really, really cool episode. We of course get to see how Asta is able to bring together the Black Bulls in his own way. Every meeting or every moment that he has had with the Black Bulls, each member has affected them in some type of way, and it's affecting how they fight. I feel like the only person he really hasn't affected was Charmy, because Charmy is just OP, you know. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.